So when he said that, I'm instantly like, yo, what the fuck you mean his eye look like mine? So I'm like, Jackson, are you sure that it looks like mine? He was like, yeah. I was like, both of them? He was like, it's just one. I was like, okay, all right. Thank you, Jackson. I'm like, thank you. He was like, okay, is King gonna be okay? I was like, he gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be fine, okay? I don't want you to worry. It's gonna be fine. And he was like, okay. I was like, do you want to go outside and ride your bike? Because they had got bikes for Christmas. He got a bike. Kion got like this electric little car, and King got a skateboard. So I'm like, you want to go outside and ride your bike? He's like, yeah. So he went outside. When he went downstairs to go outside or whatever, and I came out the room and I looked at D. I stood there and I looked at him. I was like, what's up, Slim? He was watching Fresh and Fit on the damn TV. And I was just like, can you turn that down for a second? He was just like, it's almost over. I was like, okay, all right. And then I started walking to the stairs. He's like, where you going? I said, I'm going to check on King. I done put my stuff down. He should be up. I'm like, he said that he wanted to help me make dinner the other day. I asked him, because it's his turn to help me make dinner. So I'm just going to get him because I'm finna start on dinner. He was like, he don't have to help you make dinner tonight. I was like, he was excited about helping me make dinner. You know how they get when they help me in the kitchen. And it's his turn to help me in the kitchen. So I'm just gonna go upstairs to make sure he's good. And I started walking up the stairs, and that's when D got up and started walking behind me. And I'm just like, why the fuck he walking behind me up these stairs? So I go. I get to King's room door. The door's closed. I knock on it a little bit. I ain't hear nothing. And then I open it. Because even though they're kids, I still try to like knock to let them know that I'm coming in. Like just to give them like that. So I knocked. I didn't hear nothing. I opened the door and I went in. King was laying in the bed facing the wall. So I walk over to his bed. D walking behind me, but he stopped at the doorway. I get to his bed and I start rubbing his forehead. When rubbing his hair, I was like, hey King, you ready to make dinner? And then he rolled over. And when he rolled over, he had a black eye. And when I saw that black eye, I got red. I got furious. It was just like, what? Like, what? So I turn around and I look at D. I was like, what the fuck happened to his eye? He was like, look, chill. We was at the gym. He hit the bar. I'm like, what the fuck you mean he hit the bar? He was like, look, he was playing too much at the gym. He was trying to show out and he hit the bar. I'm like, you need to explain what hit the bar is. Because you keep saying hit the bar. Hit what bar? On what machine? Doing what? What was he doing to make him hit his face to where he has a black eye on just that one eye? What bar did he hit? He was like, you better calm down, Slim. Calm down. I'm like, no, it ain't no fucking calm down. And at this point, I'm walking towards him. He's still standing in the doorway. He was like, calm down. I'm like, no, ain't no fucking calm down. What the fuck happened to his eye? You need to tell me now. What the fuck happened to his goddamn eye? He was like, I told you. He ran into the bar. And I'm looking at him. I'm like, you must think I'm fucking stupid. You must think I'm fucking stupid. Just like you told your dad, I ran into the guy. I fucking slipped and goddamn ran into the goddamn car door. That's why I had a knot on the side of my face for fucking New Year's in 2020 and 2018. He was just like, Slim, I'm going to ask you again. You need to calm the fuck down. And I was like, Darren, I'm going to tell you what. If you don't tell me what the fuck happened to his goddamn eye and tell me what the fuck happened to his goddamn eye right fucking now, I'm going to call your dad. He was like, you going to do what? And started stepping closer to me. He was like, you know what? Matter of fact, I'm not going to call your dad. You know what? You ain't even got to worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And then I started stepping back to go go over there to where King was. And I'm like, I'm walking towards King, and he come up behind me and like grab my arm and swung me around. He's like, what the fuck you just say to me? I was like, get the fuck off me. And I snatched my hand back, my arm off of him. I'm just like, get the fuck up off me. I walk over to King, and I look at King. I was like, King, what happened? What happened? And he just like looked at me. I was like, King, sit up, because he was still laying down. Like, sit up, look at me. Sit up, look at me. And I'm cutting my eyes at Darian. I'm just like, I wish you would fucking say something. King sat up. He sat up on the bed, and he's looking me face to face. And I'm like, King, what happened? Like what happened? And I'm pointing at his eye, and he kind of just looked down. And I tilted his chin up, like with my fingers. I tilted his chin up, and I was like, King, like, look, talk to me. What happened? Like, what happened to your eye? Let mom know what happened to your eye. And he kind of like just cut his eye at Darian, and then cut his eye straight back down. And I was just like, King, no, what? It's okay. It's okay. I understand. I'm like, it's okay. Everything's gonna be fine. I'm gonna get you fixed right on up, okay? And I was like, come with me. And I grabbed his hand, and I started to walk out the room, and D grabbed my arm. So where the fuck you going? And I snatched my arm back. I was like, I'm going to take care of my son. And I walked King downstairs to the kitchen to try to like put some ice on his eye, because he had a black eye. So I was trying to put some ice on his eye, and I was trying to figure out, I'm like, okay, what the fuck am I going to do? I'm like, I need to get in contact with this DFATS person. So this DFATS person that's calling about Leah, I need to contact them to let them know, like, no, King isn't good either. Like, something needs to happen. Something needs to happen. So I'm in the kitchen getting King situated, and I got my phone in my hand, and I pull up the T-Mobile app, because I didn't have the caseworker's phone number or anything. They communicated with D. They didn't communicate with me. They communicated with D. So I didn't have the phone number or anything. So I'm just like, you know what? How am I going to get that phone number? I'm going to go on the T-Mobile app and see, like, because he said that they called. So I'm going to go on the T-Mobile app and look at these numbers on the T-Mobile app and try to figure out where they call from, because it's going to be a South Carolina number. Hopefully it say South Carolina, because that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, it'll say. So I'm going to go and look, and then if I find a number that says South Carolina, I'm just going to go back down to the last time that I know for sure, the date that I know for sure that we talked to the DFATS worker, and match the numbers up. It should be the same numbers. That's how I'm going to find the numbers. So I'm in the kitchen plotting, trying to like find out this DFATS case worker number and all that. D come downstairs. He was like, look, I did not hit him. I pushed him. I was like, I don't give a fuck what you say you did, whether you hit him, pushed him, kicked him, spit on him. You shouldn't have did shit to him, because he's a child. So I don't give a fuck about what you say that you did. He was like, Dip Slim, who the fuck you talking to? I done told you, you and your fucking attitude talking to me out the side of your neck about my child. You getting mad about how I disciplined my child. And that's when I turned around. I was like, this what the fuck you call discipline? This what the fuck you call discipline? You discipline your child, leads him to have a fucking black eye? Oh, hell no. We not fucking doing it. He is a child. That's what you keep forgetting. He is a child. He is 4 years old. 4. 4D. 4. And they look at me. And I'm just like, you want to beat me? Go ahead and beat me. But you not finna put your hands on no fucking child. You not finna put your hands on not now, another fucking child in this goddamn house. And I'm not fucking playing. I'm done with this shit. I'm like, yo, I'm done with this shit. I'm done with you. I'm done with all this. I'm done with all this. I'm like, me and the kids, we about to get the fuck on out of here. And I'm taking King the fuck with me. Because clearly you don't know how to be a fucking parent. Because how the fuck you put your hands on a goddamn child saying you disciplining them? Like, how the fuck you discipline a child like that? He was like, Slim, you don't even know what happened. Let me tell you what happened. Like, he was doing some bullshit. He was doing some fucking bullshit, and I told him to stop, and he didn't want to fucking stop. So I pushed his ass, and when I pushed him, he hit the bar. So I ain't lying to you. He did hit the bar. I'm like, nah, I don't believe that. I'm like, nah, I don't believe that. I don't believe that. He was just like, okay, call the people. You want to call the people so bad? Call them. Tell them that I put my hands on King. But you're going to have to show proof that I did it. And I'm just like, do you not see my face? And then his face? So I called them, of course, like, they going to know, like, come on, they going to put two and two together. They see my face, they see his face. Like, that's all the proof I need. He's like, no, but you missing it, though. You can't prove I did anything to King. Like, you can't. You can say I did all this to you all you want to, but you can't say I did anything to King. And then if you try to say I did something to King, they gonna be looking at you like, why you ain't being reported? You think I'm gonna be the only one going to jail? You gonna go to jail too. I'm like, how the fuck am I gonna go to jail? I didn't do shit, and I'm trying to get him out of this shit. I'm just like, cause he don't need to be with you. He don't need to be with you. He don't need to be with his goddamn mama. He needs to be somewhere the fuck safe. So if reporting you makes him go somewhere the fuck safe, I will gladly do that. And he gonna look at me. He looked at me. He was like, you must forgot you got other kids.